With the pandemic and unrest we've been having, addiction is at an all-time high, and joining me today is Megan Spears of Healthy Tomorrow, telling us there is new ways to fight this addiction. First of all, Megan, let's talk about what Healthy Tomorrow is.
So Healthy Tomorrows is functional integrative medicine, and a lot of people don't understand what functional medicine is, and that's just getting to the root cause. So being a nurse practitioner and having been in primary care for years upon years, I really got sick of the prescription writing and kind of the tertiary care, and I wanted to focus my attention on wellness and preventative care. And so because of that, I found functional medicine and really started studying it and understanding that it's really about getting to the root cause of why we're having symptoms. So going back upstream and trying to figure out what went wrong upstream to lead us to where we are now.
Yeah, and it can be very painful, and I think that's why some people try to avoid going backwards and try to fix the problem going forward. But I like how you said, you got to go back and find out what is really the root of it, where it might be even just the way you're eating, the way things are in your DNA, that you say that's actually fixable in a way.
Correct. So what I do is really look at deficiencies and look at the cellular level of things and try to figure out what went wrong or what we were deficient in. And like you said, sometimes it's a genetic deficiency. We aren't able to maybe absorb vitamin D or certain nutrients that we need that's necessary for our body.
Yeah. All right, so when we do have someone who's addicted, how do you help them kind of get off of their addiction?
Well, first of all, they meet with me and I do a physical exam just like any other office would do. But I'm looking for certain intricacies of that examination, one, and then really listening to them and trying to figure out what their history is, what their story is, because everyone's story is different on how they got to where they're at. Yeah. And some people, it could be a genetic, predisposition for addiction, but if we have that predisposition, we also need to look at what is our lifestyle? What are we doing in our life? Are we eating poorly? Are we eating a lot of fast food? Are there not a lot of fruit and vegetables? So there's a lot of information I can gather from the health questionnaire that they fill out prior to visiting me that kind of signals some red flags. And then also looking and listening to their story.
Yeah, let's make sure people understand too that you're not just talking about the drug addiction, you're talking about the food addiction, maybe even adult movie addiction. You're talking about that our brains work in different ways, and again, it's great that you have this new way for us to go back to see why that's happening.
Yeah, so we're looking at the cellular level of things, which a lot of addiction treatment centers don't look at, right? You go in, it's cold turkey, and you're put on prescription medications, and then we're doing counseling and other things. And so that doesn't always work for everyone. And so there's not a cookie cutter recipe when it comes to addiction. Everyone's a little different in how they work and how they process and metabolize things, and we really need to approach it on a cellular level.
Yeah, so it's amazing that there is new ways, and like you said, the old ways it's been working for some, but not others. And so how can people get a hold of you?
So we have a website, ArizonaFunctionalMedicine.com, and you can also call our office at 480-299-0372. And I can tell you from personal experience in helping those with addictions and having family members with addictions, I can tell you that it's really something that we need to focus on more, especially today and these days. Just with all the stress and stuff around the world.
Megan, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah,
so we appreciate it.